What's up, guys? So in today's video, we're going to talk about Tesla stock for the weekly recap. So, Tesla stock was pretty much flat this week. Not too much significant news came up other than full full self-driving increased about $1,000 for the feature, and the Tesla factories are planning to reopen or mostly have reopened in Fremont and things like that. So one of the nice things is that I think Tesla stock has pretty much held up support quite nicely, and we've been pretty much been just trading flat for a while now, which is excellent news considering that a lot of people thought the stock was going to fall a lot based on the factory closures for so long. So basically, guys, what do I think Tesla stock is going for basically the last week of June and beyond? Well, as you can see, guys, we're still in a slow yet steady uptrend, which is great to see. And Tesla has basically slowly but surely matured into quite a different company. So with all the news around Nikola Motors and things like that being as a competitor to Tesla, I think this has only sweetened the deal for both of these companies overall. The fact that there's another competitor kind of in the similar industry, but, selling basically a different product, a heavy duty truck, I think this adds a lot more validity to Tesla. It makes Tesla basically a pioneer in terms of clean energy vehicles. So we could be seeing Tesla basically in 2025 or 2030 as basically one of the top stocks that you should have bought on in the world, simply because this is just basically where the trajectory is headed to. So with the factory closures for all of this time and the stock has basically still been trending up, we can only expect what's going to happen in Q3 and Q4. Those quarters should be absolutely explosive, guys. So for me personally, I'm just holding on to my Tesla shares. I've been reading quite a few articles, and a lot of people are saying that they're been doubling their Tesla stock and things like that. But I think this is a accumulation position. So if we take a look at a longer term chart, here, you've basically have doubled your money in just 2 months buying Tesla stock, and the stock is basically still slightly trending up. So usually we call this stage the distribution stage, where a lot of stocks have run out of gas. But as you can see here, we're still on a slow uptrend. And as you see, you can actually draw some trend lines here. So I'm going to quickly draw a trend line to kind of show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So I just grab the trend line and I can simply draw it to here. So we're still on just put that right there, and then I make that different color so you guys can see that better. Okay, so I hope that looks a little bit better, guys. So you can see I drew a red trend line, and the trend for Tesla is still moving up. So usually with stocks like this, when they're on a steep uptrend, I think could be a very dangerous move to sell too soon. Remember now, guys, Tesla, it still has a lot to go. I think this is the decade for clean energy, and it just seems like the whole coronavirus pandemic kind of only accelerated this trend, because I expect more and more governments around the world to basically push electric vehicles like Tesla and things like that. So I'm not really worried about the China shells in the short term. I'm not worried about factory closures. I think this is all focusing on the negative aspect, and what the positive aspect about Tesla is that the company continues to produce cars. So even though their factory was closed for much of Q2, they've been pushing and pushing to reopen. And the fact that Elon Musk was basically even risking getting in trouble with the law to open his factory, that's the type of passionate management that you want to own as a shareholder, guys. So no matter how much the stock goes up and down, owning Tesla stock, we do own a part of the company, and we are shareholders, and we have I think some of the best management team behind the world in terms of returning value to shareholders. So I would say, this was slightly kind of a slow, boring week, not a lot going on, but that's okay. Not every week is going to have a lot of movement. We're not going to always gain a ton of money. So it's just important to hang in there and continue this trend. So guys, I'm going to keep you posted on Tesla stock. As long as we're in a strong uptrend, things are looking really good now. And I think the next step is that hopefully they can make up a lot of that lost time for Q2, and if they post a profitable quarter and get inclusion to the S&P 500, this could be $1,000 stock, guys. So let's cross our fingers and hope they can right the ship. They still have about 37 to 38 days left in the quarter, and that's a lot of time if they can really ramp up production. And Elon Musk, a pretty passionate guy. If anyone can do it, I know he can. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And please subscribe. I'll give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please smash that red subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. I post videos on the stock market every day, so be sure to stay tuned for more Tesla updates. That's until next time, guys. Take care.